Deputy at deputytribe.com. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button below to get more videos. Today we're going to be talking about Cross 7. We're going to discuss what it is, how we used it, and what we thought. Cross 7 is a subscription to a musical memory work. It goes along with Clarita's publishing, and it goes along the lines of classical education. So classical education believes in there's different levels of learning, and one of the keys to learning is to memorize facts and information, especially when you're young, because it gives you context to hold on to when you learn different concepts later on as you get older. So that's what Cross 7 tries to fill, is that memory portion of your schoolwork. It's really nice. It's all video based. They have songs. Everything's song and music based, which is great because our family is very musical, and that just happens to be how my kids learn, is through music. And then there's different subjects such as math, history, science. You memorize hymns, you memorize geography, Latin, lots of cool stuff that you memorize. So I'm going to walk you guys through what a subscription entails. There's 4 different cycles that come with Cross 7. So I'm going to kind of give you a brief overview of what each cycle includes. And then I will pop on the end and tell you guys how we use this.
Here's what you see when you log in. You go to your parents' dashboard. This is cycle 1. So you can select from the many different 4 cycles that they have. Here it can tell you what's in each cycle if you go to the front page. So let's take a look at cycle 4, since that's what my family and I have been going through. So here you can view all the weekly memory work. Here's for each subject. So we've been doing the weekly memory work, and we actually use it on our Roku stick. Here we go. So here you can see that the videos are split up by weeks. So here's all the week 1 videos. So you have a memory verse, a history video, a language Latin video. Here you have English language video. Here you have a science video, math video, geography, a hymn that you guys memorize every week. And then they have a timeline, a world history timeline. So here it's broken up by each of the weeks. So each cycle has an entire year's worth, just about 28 weeks worth of memory videos. So you can see here we're working the Crimean War, Johannes Kepler, week 3, which was one of our favorites, the American Civil War, Isaac Newton, Colossians 3:20. So that is really fun. And then each week has quizzes. So you can go to cycle 4 quizzes, and you can pick which child you want to take the quiz. They can log in, and then they can go take the quiz. I think we've only done 1 quiz so far. I can view their results here and see how she did. So the quizzes actually take quite a while to go through, probably I'd say 30 to 45 minutes to go through the quiz, but it just reiterates the same memorization info in many different ways to help them really work through what it meant. So here, if we want to click history, we can look at all the different history videos from this cycle, so you can kind of get an idea. So if you wanted to hear what these are like, let's click World War I.
Week 11. History. Tell me about World War I. World War I, sparked by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, World War I began in Europe in 1914 and included 3 years of terrible trench warfare. Germany sank the passenger ship, the Lusitania, in 1915. 2 years later, the U.S. joined the war, sparked by the assassination of Archduke Franz.
Usually she sings the song twice, and the kids really get to learn it. She also has, with the history, she has hand motion videos as well as history videos for kids. So the hand motion videos, let's look at the one for World War I here. Here we go. So here you can see the videos for the sign, and her kids, I'm assuming they're her kids, do these.
Hi, today we're going to learn History Week 11. The question is, tell me about World War I. World War I sparked, we're going to go like this, sparked by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and then World War I began in Europe. You're going to do the E and circle it around your ear. In Europe in 1914 and included 3 years of terrible trench warfare. And then Germany.
So you can see she teaches sign language to go along with it. So that's really fun. My kids enjoyed that. And then she also has history videos for kids. And this was actually my favorite feature because my kids really enjoyed these videos. So if we go down to where, oh, here we got to go to cycle 4. And you can see how this can come along whatever you're studying in history. World War I.
Hello, and welcome back to History Videos for Kids. Today, we are going to be talking about World War I. One of the darkest times in history started on July 28, 1914. This war was so big that many Europeans called it the Great War. We refer to it as World War I. You may or may not know this, but the Great War started in a place called the Balkans. Years before the war started, Balkan, also known as the Balkan Peninsula, was in a fight for their freedom from a group of people known as the Ottoman Turks. At the same time, Serbia was being attacked by Bulgaria. Well, after all of these emotions had slightly settled, Greece, Bulgaria, and Serbia.
So through this video, she actually, they dress up, they act out certain scenes. Here you can see that.
Had tried to kill the Archduke. The young teenager attempted to swallow a poisonous capsule to kill himself in order to avoid whatever consequences he faced for his crime. But he was unable to do so. The other teenagers ran away as soon as their companion was dragged off to jail.
So those are really fun. My kids like just watching these. When we play them on our Roku, they actually continue to play through till the next one into the next one, so they enjoy that a lot. Okay, so here are the science videos. So let's take a look at 4 fundamental forces.
Week 8. Science. What are 4 fundamental forces? Gravitational, electromagnetic, strong and weak. These are 4 fundamental forces. What are 4 fundamental forces? Gravitational, electromagnetic, strong and weak. These are 4 fundamental forces.
So it's short and sweet, and they don't need to necessarily understand the information they're being taught, but just the fact that they're memorizing it and singing it throughout the day gives them context for later when we do study these things in science. Now, each cycle has completely different information. I think the math and the English language and maybe the Latin may overlap in cycles 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. But all the history, all the science, and all of the, let's see here, the hymns are different. The geography, I believe, overlaps so that you're learning it twice if you're going through this whole thing in 4 years. So this literally just lists off, she sings the countries or she sings the seas. So that's really fun. Yeah, so I hope this gives you guys a little bit better insight into whether this program will work for you. I know that you can subscribe to either one specific cycle for a year at a little bit cheaper price, or you can decide to subscribe and have access to all of the cycles, which is what we are reviewing, which is right here, all 4 cycles, 1 year subscription. So go ahead and check out these links below, and yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back. I hope that overview helped you understand how the program works, what it includes. Now, Cross 7 does offer on different platforms streaming. So let me see here. It says that they stream on Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku, which we have Roku sticks. So we downloaded the Cross 7 app. And we started with cycle 4 because we've been studying the Civil War and American history. And so I liked how cycle 4 kind of fit in with where we were in our history studies. So what we did is, as a family, we all came together, we did our devotions, and then after our devotions, we sat down and we would watch through the different videos. My younger kids would get up and they'd dance and stuff, and then my older kids would really sing along and get into it. And if we did that consistently every day, my kids would be singing the songs throughout the day and throughout the week. And they have their favorites that they listen to and sing. And I really noticed an increase in information, and it really gave my kids a context for things that we ran into while we were on our family trip all over the west part of the United States. I bought my kids some books, and one of them was about Queen Victoria. And we had learned about how Queen Victoria spread the nation of England, that they said that the sun never sets on the British Empire. And because they had memorized that fact from Cross 7, it really spiked her interest in who Queen Victoria was. So she's been reading the book, trying to learn who she was in that Victorian age in history. And then the memory verses, my kids have been quoting the memory verses. And yeah, this is a brilliant subscription, especially if you're very busy. If you want to just help your kids glean information at a really laid back, easy pace, this is great. You can also have it playing in the background while the kids are playing, and they'll just kind of pick up information as it's playing along. On the Roku, you could stream it. And so it would just go from one video to the next, the next through the whole week cycle, which was really nice. So we definitely recommend this. It's a really cool tool, and I plan on continuing to use it throughout the year up until our subscription ends. So yeah, hopefully you guys check it out. Go ahead and check the links below. I'll link you to their website. I will link you to the subscription that we got, as well as some more reviews on Cross 7 from my review crew mates. So go ahead and check those links out and leave your comments below, and God bless.